Have you ever wondered why nearly every global transaction, whether it's oil, gold, or even international debt, is priced in US dollars? Why does the world trust green paper printed in Washington more than any other currency? The rise of the US dollar isn't just a financial story. It's a tale of war, strategy, dominance, and global trust. This is how the US dollar became the most powerful currency on Earth. Early foundations. To understand the dominance of the dollar, we need to go back to the early 20th century. For much of history, the British pound sterling ruled the world. The British Empire's vast colonies and global influence made it the world's reserve currency. But things began to shift in the early 1900s, particularly after World War I. While European countries were devastated by war, economically and structurally, the United States emerged stronger. It had supplied the Allies with food, weapons, and loans, and by the time the war ended, the U.S. had become the world's largest creditor nation. The world owed America money, and when you owe someone money, they get leverage. During this time, gold was the standard. The US dollar was tied to gold at a fixed rate, which gave it legitimacy. People believed in the dollar because it was convertible into gold. This would become key later on. The Bretton Woods system. The real turning point came during World War II and the aftermath. As Europe once again tore itself apart in the 1940s, the US remained geographically isolated from destruction. American factories boomed, its economy surged, and it once again loaned billions to the Allies. By the end of the war, the United States held 2/3 of the world's gold supply. That wasn't just economic power, that was real power. In 1944, world leaders gathered in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire to plan the post-war economic order. The goal? Prevent another Great Depression and stabilize global currencies. At this historic meeting, 44 allied nations agreed to something groundbreaking. Instead of every country tying their currency to gold, they would tie their currency to the US dollar, and the dollar itself would remain backed by gold at $35 per ounce. This created the Bretton Woods system, and with it, the US dollar officially became the world's reserve currency. It was trusted, stable, and convertible into gold, making it the new backbone of global trade. If you were doing business internationally, you needed dollars. And the US? It had the printing press, oil, military, and political power. But economic stability wasn't the only reason the dollar became dominant. Military and political power played massive roles. After World War II, the US wasn't just rich, it was strong. It had the world's largest military and became the leader of the Western world during the Cold War. One of the most powerful moves came in the 1970s. In 1971, President Richard Nixon took the U.S. off the gold standard, ending the dollar's direct convertibility into gold. Many thought this would shatter global trust, but something else happened that saved and supercharged the dollar's dominance. Nixon and his administration struck a deal with Saudi Arabia, the largest oil producer in OPEC. The deal was simple. The U.S. would provide Saudi Arabia with military protection and arms. In return, Saudi Arabia, and later all OPEC nations, would sell oil exclusively in U.S. dollars. This birthed the petrodollar system. Now, if a country like Japan or Germany wanted oil, they had to first buy U.S. dollars. This created constant demand for dollars, no matter where you were in the world. And the U.S.? It could print those dollars with ease. Through this system, the U.S. exported its inflation and imported real goods. It could run massive deficits because other countries had no choice but to keep using its currency. Global trust and the dollar's network effect. Another reason the dollar reigns supreme is trust. Despite its flaws, debt, politics, inflation, America is still seen as relatively stable, especially when compared to authoritarian regimes or unstable economies. The dollar benefits from what economists call a network effect. The more people use something, the more useful it becomes. Since the dollar is used for everything, from oil to international loans to remittances to reserves, everyone else wants to use it too. Over 80% of international trade is still conducted in US dollars. Around 60% of all central bank foreign reserves are held in dollars. Think about that for a second. Countries save their wealth not in gold bars, but in US Treasury bonds. That's how much the world trusts America to pay its bills. Banks across the globe use dollars to settle transactions. Emerging markets borrow in dollars. Foreign governments buy US bonds to stabilize their own economies. Even black markets and criminal organizations often prefer US cash because of how globally accepted it is. Challenges to dollar dominance. But the dollar's dominance is not unchallenged. In recent years, countries like China and Russia have been pushing for de-dollarization, finding ways to bypass the US dollar in international trade. China, for example, has promoted the yuan in energy deals with countries like Russia and Iran. It's also launched the digital yuan and expanded its own version of SWIFT, the international messaging system banks use to send money. The European Union has tried to bolster the euro as an alternative reserve currency. BRICS nations have discussed building their own payment systems and currencies for trade. Even inside the U.S., debt is becoming a major concern. With over $34 trillion in national debt and rising, Some fear that over-reliance on borrowing could one day weaken the dollar's global status. However, most analysts agree. No other currency currently matches the dollar in scale, liquidity, trust, and global acceptance. For now, challengers are far from displacing the dollar's throne. How the dollar benefits the US and the world. So why does this all matter? Because the dollar's dominance gives the US enormous advantages. It can borrow cheaply, run deficits, and finance wars, all because the world keeps buying its currency and bonds. The US government prints dollars, and other countries use them to trade real goods. That's power. But it also gives the US political leverage. Countries that fall out of favor with Washington can be sanctioned, cut off from dollar-based systems like SWIFT, or frozen out of global trade. That's financial warfare. And it works, which is why some nations are desperate to escape the dollar's grip. For the rest of the world, the dollar offers stability. In times of crisis, whether it's war, a pandemic, or a market crash, investors run to the US dollar. It's seen as a safe haven. The more uncertain the world gets, the more powerful the dollar becomes. The future of the dollar. The US dollar didn't rise to dominance by luck. It was built through war victories, economic leadership, strategic deals like Bretton Woods and the petrodollar system, and global trust in American institutions. It became more than a currency. It became a foundation for the global financial system. But that dominance isn't guaranteed forever. America's soaring debt, now over $34 trillion, raises concerns about long-term sustainability. If investors begin doubting the US government's ability to manage its finances, confidence in the dollar could erode. Meanwhile, geopolitical rivals are already pushing alternatives. China is settling more trade in yuan, Russia is bypassing SWIFT, and BRICS nations are discussing new currency blocks. Even digital currencies from central banks threaten to reduce global reliance on the dollar. Yet despite these threats, the dollar still holds a massive advantage. There's no true alternative. The euro lacks unity. The yuan isn't freely traded. Crypto is too volatile. And no other currency offers the same liquidity, legal security, and global acceptance. For now, in 2025, the US dollar still wears the crown, but cracks are forming, and the next 2 decades could determine whether the dollar remains the king of currencies, or becomes just another chapter in financial history. And yet, despite these threats, the dollar's decline is anything but guaranteed. Why? Because there is currently no true competitor. The euro is constrained by fragmented politics. The Chinese yuan is tightly controlled by the Chinese Communist Party and lacks the openness and transparency required for a global reserve. Emerging currencies like the Indian rupee or Brazilian real simply don't have the infrastructure, trust, or liquidity. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who needs to understand how the world's money really works. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, because we've got more financial history, global economics, and eye-opening breakdowns coming your way. Let us know in the comments. Do you think the dollar will stay on top forever, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end? Thanks for watching.